Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Crypto Market Update. The Fear and Greed Index printed 50 yesterday, which is nuts considering that literally 2 days ago it was down to 33, which is actually, 28. 28. Just 3 days ago, 4 days ago. That is nuts. How quickly the market bounces back as soon as we get a little bit of green. And that's exactly what we've seen for BTC. Not only do we have an incredible close on Sunday, up 2.3%. Yesterday, surprisingly, up 2%. And more importantly, the price is back above the cloud. This is great. I'm not saying like, oh no, the price has to go down lower. The main thing that I'm watching right now, other than the price being up this high, which is incredible, is the fact that we are nearing the top of the bull flag. Now, I'm not saying, oh yeah, it has to dump from here because we have the CME gap. It has to close. It's not that it has to close it. It's that it will close it. I've heard a lot of people complaining like, oh, there's so many gaps that are left open from CME. Like, why do you keep talking about this? Because it's legitimate. Like, the last CME gap, let me see if I have it here. I don't have it on this chart. It's okay. We're going to go to BTC1, which is the chart that we use for CME gaps, okay? There's a new CME gap at $110,990. Someone left a great comment yesterday, which I agree with. Well, you know what? If it doesn't get closed this week, it'll eventually get closed when we go into a bear market. So whether it happens today or in, a couple months from now, it doesn't matter. But people saying like, oh yeah, we have all these gaps that are left open that haven't been closed. Yes. Actually, there's one right here at 90K, which will get closed eventually. So the price, it might take time for these gaps to get closed. It's okay. There's, let's see. Nope, that got closed. That got closed. Cool. Let's go further back. Nope, these are all good. There's a gap here at 77. Guess what? All of these, oh wait, nope, sorry. That was closed. So all the people that are screaming, oh no, gaps never really get closed. The one that's really left open right now, and all these green lines right here show every single successful gap that was closed. It can take some time. The one, is it one or is it two? Okay, so it's two. Here at $9,000, which is never going to get closed, ever. And then there's one here at $11,000, which again will never get closed. This one right here. And it was so close. 11,205. And the low here on this day is 11,225. These two are never going to get closed. So right now, as of the current day, let me go back to where we are. We have two open CME gaps, one at $91,970 and then one here at $110,990. Now, for all of you that have been watching my videos and you have been keeping up with things, you know that I believe that we are very much near the end of this bull market. So if we're near the end of the bull market, that means that, here, I want to go actually to this chart, that I expect BTC to do well. We'll probably see it go up maybe to $150,000, but I expect the price of BTC to eventually lose a lot of its value, about 77% or so, down here to about 33 or 35K. Guess what? All those CME gaps, both of those CME gaps are going to get closed. Okay? So whether it happens this week or next week, it doesn't really matter. Eventually, they will get closed. That's how I view things. That's how I've always viewed things in terms of CME gaps. Now we have two from 2020 that will never get filled because the price point is just way too low. Now let's focus on the good stuff. For one, the fact that BTC is closing in on the top of the bull flag is exciting. The expected, desired outcome right here is this. We want to see the price. I didn't think it would happen this fast, but we want to see the price break above, close above, not wick, not an upper thin line like this, not the upper shadow, not wick, close above this resistance level, retrace back down to it, and then bounce off of it. That will be a bump and run. That would be the expected, fantastically bullish outcome, okay? If we see BTC move up here to $115,500 today and get rejected, guess what's going to happen? Well, we'll close that CME gap at 110,990 or so, and BTC will probably chug down here to 107, maybe go as low as 100,000. That's the worst case scenario. That's again, if BTC it tests and respects overhead resistance. Now, we need to take into account seasonality. I shared in the Better Traders weekly market analysis video yesterday, and I just realized I didn't even let them know that the video's up. Whoops. But the video is up. Oh, no, I did. Moving into October and November, these two are the most bullish, historically bullish and green months for Bitcoin. So maybe there's going to be some anticipation as we are finishing out the final hours of this month. This month's candle, by the way, defies logic because every single September on median performance has been red. And then here we are at 5.69%. Now, we still have 23 hours left, but a good green close on September would be amazing. And if you watch that video I shared on the Coin Bureau channel, I'm looking at a median performance of 14%, and then I think it's like 7% or something like that. Maybe we'll just say 7%. So I still have a target of like $150,000. And I think that's reasonable given the two targets that I've shared before with the Better Traders Club members and also on the Coin Bureau trading channel. So I do think that BTC is setting up for a good close and a good finishing rally. And once it breaks above the bull flag, that will be huge. That'll be really, really, really good. Okay, so let's talk about some other aspects. Volume yesterday, finally moving above the moving average. But is it exceeding? Is it breaking the downtrend of volume? Absolutely not. No, not really exciting there. On balance volume, it closed above the moving average, which has a little bit of a dip in the road, but it is trending up, which is good. On the weekly time frame, RSI is slowly growing, but on balance volume is quite bearish. Volume is still pretty bearish. So things are looking a little bit iffy. Now we do have this TBT bullish divergence on Monday, early Monday morning, and then TBO close short. I shared this with you all yesterday in the video. So these are good bullish reversal signals. Now that BTC is back above the cloud, we are back into strong bullish mode, although I'm looking at overhead resistance and you should be as well. Ethereum continues to slowly move up higher, which is fantastic. I'm honestly surprised that it continues to slowly move up. Again, it's really underperforming Bitcoin still, which is really strange, but we eventually want to see this move to the top of the cloud. Now, because I think that we're going to see a good close for November and December, it does not necessarily mean, historically speaking, that Ethereum is going to absolutely just shoot up and rocket up to the moon with Bitcoin. If anything, Ethereum does not perform well, historically speaking, in October, November, December. Ethereum historically performs better January, February, March, except in a bottom year, which is what 2026 is supposed to be, if it's going to follow the 4-year cycle, which I believe it is. So all that to say, yes, Ethereum will do well, but I don't expect it to do as well personally. Again, just going off of the data from the Crypto Historical Monthly Performance Sheet, if you don't have access to that, you can also look at CoinGlass and you can see all the information there. The data is there. It's plain as day. Usually the end of the year is not great for Ethereum. Now, I know that you could say, oh yeah, well, Tom Lee's going to help pump our bags. How's that worked out for you so far during this entire period? Not that well. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. The chart's telling the story. The chart looks exhausted. Weekly chart looks really exhausted and choppy. Could it break out higher? Yeah, it probably will. But I don't think that Ethereum's going to go up to $10,000. If anything, maybe it could go up to like 8,000. I think that was the target that I shared in my video that I think is reasonable. But again, you have to keep in mind a couple of things. For one, even if we see a target up there at $8,000, every single bear market has had some pretty brutal sell-offs. So even if we get a 75% pullback for Ethereum from $8,000, that means that Ethereum falls down to 2,000, which is a good number. It's a good number to fall down to in that it'll make a higher low, and it's a nice round number, but 75% is very generous. If we measure roughly, actually, no, we're going to do it exactly. Here we go. 81% in the previous bear market from November down here to June. So if we see something like 75%, that's actually good. Again, we're seeing higher lows, so that's reasonable. It's within the realm of possibility, we'll say. And I'll stop beating that horse to death because we have enough glue from that one. So again, we got our CME gap that's still here for BTC. Solana, we still have a CME gap at 206 and also down here at $122. That'll get filled too in the bear market. Not really worried about that or surprised if it doesn't happen. That's going to probably happen. ETH BTC again is really performing, well, underperforming. It's not doing so well as it's slowly inching up higher to the fast line. It really needs to get back above overhead resistance and the 0.5 fib level. I think that we'll see ETH BTC top out here at the 0.618, which is the golden fib level. And then that'll be the end of the market for ETH, personally, against BTC. Now, stablecoin dominance, because BTC is moving up higher, this is actually excellent. Seeing it fall down is such a huge sign of relief. I cannot emphasize how much of a big deal this is. This is great. We don't want to see stablecoin dominance move up, because the higher it moves up, the closer we are to the end of the bull market. I shared in the Better Traders Club video, and I don't want to give too many details because you'll get videos or content about this later. But understand that we are very much wanting stablecoin dominance to fall down here to 5%. I will tell you this much. Once we see stablecoin dominance, and this is combined USDT plus USDC dominance, once we see it drop below this low here at 5.58%, that's when things will be rallying. That's when everyone will be screaming and making lots of money and everyone's excited. That's also the end, because I think this is going to be our pivot point given our time frame, because I think everything is going to be done by the middle of December, and then we're going to see stablecoin dominance pump. Bitcoin dominance continues to move up higher. We are still waiting for it to tag, or I'm still waiting for it to tag the fast line up here at currently 60.35% from the current price. It's only an increase of 2.5%. It's not that much. If Bitcoin, let me say it this way, if Bitcoin breaks out today above our resistance level, which very well can happen, okay? If that happens and it starts pushing up here and pushes above this, and we have all of these different levels to push above as well, 118, 119, 120, what I expect to happen is that Bitcoin dominance will increase. As Bitcoin starts to move up towards the previous all-time high, we will see Bitcoin dominance increase. We will see alts suffer a little bit against BTC, but they'll still do pretty well. But I think that Bitcoin dominance will go up. I agree with Ben Cowan on this point. But I think that what's going to happen is we're going to do one of these. It'll tag it, maybe go a little bit higher to 61.5, and then it'll start falling. And we're also going to see this start rising, personally. Ethereum dominance, you guys already know this. It's very closely tied to the price action or performance of Ethereum. So we're actually looking at it recovering, which is kind of great, but it also confirmed an open short. It's a little bit late for that. But even though the macro trend is bullish on this, it's still not winning. It's not leading. Solana dominance has taken 2 huge hits right here. 2 TBO Close longs. This is not a good sign. Solana dominance has lost a lot of momentum because of this pullback, which is too bad. Total ES, the total crypto market cap, is looking good. It closed above the cloud. It's back above the cloud. This is a really good sign for all of you that are wondering where things might top out. And again, guys, like I get it. I get that you might be excited, but seriously, when I see stuff like this, 2 of these TBT bearish divergences together on the weekly, okay, you might be thinking, well, they were wrong back here, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. That's because this was a parabola, and you're going to see lots of these saying, nope, this shouldn't be going up like this. This is letting you know you're in a parabola. And then we finally had our top. Over here, it let us know when we were near the top of the parabola. So we saw the market cap increase by another 80% after these 2. After this second one, we saw the market cap increase by another 50%. Please listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these are going to be calling the Pico top, but I just said that we saw the market cap increase by, 20, 30, 40, 50%, which basically matches up with my expectation for BTC to reach 150K, which will increase the total crypto market cap excluding stablecoins, probably reaching up to here, 5 or maybe 6 trillion or so, maybe. And then that's that. And we're done. Again, I'm not trying to be perma bear. I am not trying to be Jim Cramer. Believe me, I don't like being bearish, but I also don't want to be leaving this bull market, with all these positions, all these bags that I'm holding going like, oh, great, this is amazing. Now, just so you know, I still have positions that are open here from our automated TBT signals that are free. Still waiting on SHIB to close, still waiting on XLM to close, still waiting on BTC to close. But again, patience pays. I have no problem waiting on these to get closed. And yes, my automated position here for BTC is still open. I got stopped out on this other one in profit, which is great. Now I have another one that's been opened automatically. So it closed up 1.8%, which is cool. I'm going to continue to leave that guy open. I might move the stop loss up just a little bit. But right now, I don't want to interfere too much. Now, before I get going any further, I want to draw your attention to the description below and the pinned comments. Go to the Better Traders. This is the time. You literally have, in my opinion, we have about 2 months left of a really rockin' bull market. After that, things are going to get really, really rough. How are you going to handle the bear market? And let's say I'm wrong. Let's say I'm completely wrong. Does it mean we're always going to go up and to the right forever? No, it doesn't. There will be pullbacks. So the important thing that the courses help you understand is your exit strategy. How are you going to walk away from this bull market with more money than you put into it? What are you going to do with that money after you have it? How are you going to prepare for the next bull market cycle? All this stuff and a lot more is included in our courses. Yes, we have a flash sale on Mastering Passive Income, which is our passive bot trading course. I don't recommend that for newbies. For most people, start here with 50 Minutes to Financial Freedom course. It comes with one-on-one coaching. All of our courses do. It comes with a 1-month trial to the Better Traders Club. It comes with free TBT signals that I just shared with you on All Trading. And it also comes with a trial to the club, which includes the TBO, AB trading strategies and stuff like that. And I also want to let you know that there are links to sign up for both FEMEX and for BYDFi down below. There are actually some crazy rewards. You can deposit and trade up to 30,000 USDT in rewards, which is nuts from FEMEX. That's the biggest amount I've ever seen from an exchange. And from BYDFi, you could also get up to $10,100 in rewards. I am actually in talks with BYDFi to port our TBT signals onto the platform for free. Ping them, tag them. I am trying to work on these signals to get them available to all of you, okay? So make sure you sign up for BYDFi so that way you can take advantage of that. Hopefully they will come through on their end so I can just basically forward all the signals. That way you can just sign up to BYDFi. You can click start on the signals and then you can start using them. Now, again, you'll want to know how to use them. It really pays to know how to use DCA bot signals. It's not just, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to make money right away. No, understand, there's a little bit more to it. Okay. Now let's go back over here to TradingView. I have some picks to share with you. Not as many today. I'm actually looking at way more that you have picked. So again, I'm looking at every single video in the comments. Leave a comment down below with what coins, what tickers that you're interested in. Make sure that you leave the ticker. Don't give me the project name. Give me the ticker, like the trading symbol. So for example, if it's immutable, don't say immutable, just say IMX. It's okay. I know immutable, it's fine. But if it's some random coin which you guys love to pick, give me the ticker, okay? And also like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share these videos with other people that are interested in crypto trading or investing, especially as we pivot into what I believe is going to be the bear market for next year. You want to help people preserve and grow their portfolios in a bear market. I'm going to be talking about lots of different strategies that I'm going to be using and employing. I've already started a little bit, but I'm waiting to get some results I can share with you so I can help you understand how I'm leveraging these tools and all that fun stuff, okay? And by the way, I'm going to be sharing all that with the club first. They always get dibs first. Okay, so I want to go over here to immutable IMX. It's still, believe it or not, it still has a valid TBO breakout, even though the price is not exploding, but I'm still so shocked that it just popped 21%. Now it's going to be coming back here to the fast line at currently 0.709. So could we see another TBO springboard bounce? We could. Honestly, I mean, I'm shocked that we got 1, we got 2. Are we going to get 3? Maybe 4, 5, 6? PENDLE is looking interesting to me because it has 2 recent TBO close shorts. There's something specific I want to bring up about these. So the TBO stands for the trending breakout indicator. These orange diamonds are bullish reversal signals. Getting one of these is good. Getting one of these, though, really high above this green dotted line, 6% is high, by the way, is not good. But if we get more than one of these, or if we get like 3, 4, 5 of these really close together and it's high above support, that is a very bullish signal that I will be paying attention to. So PENDLE now has 2, which is good. TIA, this is one, I know it's not everybody's favorite coin. I know that it's burned a lot of people. I know that this one is just super strong bearish on the weekly, on the daily, on the 4-hour, but it does have a TBT bullish divergence cluster. Now, I can't necessarily say, oh yeah, this is the signal that we're going to be watching for a massive reversal. But I will say that we had a TBT bullish divergence signal back over here in early August, and TIA moved up 20%. Another one here in September, and it moved up about 20%. So a 20% move would be to like $1.67. The main thing though is like, if Bitcoin's going to break above overhead resistance, TIA will most likely suffer short term. The important thing you have to understand about dumpster diving on coins like this, you think This is why I'm hesitant. You think, oh man, it's near its all-time low. There's no way it can go any lower. Oh boy, do I have some bad news for you. Yes, charts like this can absolutely drop lower. So just because a chart is near its all-time low does not make it a guaranteed bona fide winner. There's a huge chance that it can continue to fall lower. What we want to see are two things. We want to see a huge burst of volume, which hasn't happened. We want to see a massive RSI reset, which hasn't happened. We don't see a show of confidence in this chart, which is bad. Now, do we have TBO Close shorts on the daily? Yes. Do we have any good signs on the weekly? Absolutely not. It's really bad. But on the 4-hour, we could see a reversal. So it's not like, oh yeah, this is going to rip from here. Please don't hear, like that's not what I'm saying at all. There's still a chance that TIA could lose support, so be careful. But if you're trying to find a dumpster diving pick, well, that would be TIA because it's just fallen so far. And if it happens to move up here to the 618, I mean, that's a nice, 430% growth. That'd be amazing. But I'm not betting the farm on that for sure. TST, I got to help you guys out and just tell you, like, I just have a feeling, okay? I'm hooked on a feeling right now. Like TST, bullish divergence. Back over here, we saw the price drop another 13% before it pumped 170%. Not going to say that it's going to do the same exact thing. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I just think that it will do well. Another one I forgot that I wanted to share with you today is Deep. Deep has been on a really nice, what? No, not Deep. Bluefin. Bluefin has been on a huge move. I actually don't want to look at it here. I want to look at it on, wow, really? Well, I guess, Mexi might be better in volume. Yeah. So I wanted to share Bluefin as well with you guys. I actually, I'm not trying to boast, but I did share this one in our watch list for the Better Traders Club. If I go over here to watch list, oh no, it's not in this exchange, it's another one. But the reason why is because if you haven't noticed, decentralized exchanges, perpetuals exchanges are pumping a lot. Plus, Blue also had a massive pump here. TBO Close shorts right at support. Do you guys see this? This is what I like. So this is where I bought a lot more. And now it's up over 100%, okay? Not to say that this is the one to buy. It's coming up on price-based resistance, but this is a great chart in terms of a bullish reversal. This is what we want to see. We're not seeing any of that strength here from TIA. TST, maybe we'll see something like that, but this is a different protocol. It's just a meme coin. Now, speaking of memes, SPX had some good price action yesterday. It did spike up here to like $1.07 and then it fell back a little bit. That's actually good. The other thing that's happening that's kind of sort of good is RSI is slowly moving up. It's not a huge show of confidence, to be honest, but it's something. But again, this chart's massively, massively oversold. HEX, I don't know what's happening, but yesterday it pumped up 20%. I really don't like talking about this coin because I hate it so much. It's just been such an emotional disaster. And even though we have about 6 days left in this weekly candle, we are now looking at a second TBO close short on the weekly, right below support. That's a really good reversal sign. I can't express this anymore, especially on the weekly time frame. Now, this is a very, very bad coin in that it's just a meme. Volume is disgusting here. The 30-day average volume is $20,000. Now, I know that there are lots of hexicans that love it, that worship Richard Hart and adore him and all that stuff. I don't. This chart's crazy bearish. But if it starts to pump, I'm not going to like him anymore, but I'm going to at least appreciate that the price is moving up higher. But once we start to see things rally, the main concern I have for HEX, if it does rally, is how is it going to break above here? The 1 cent level. Not only is it a nice round number, but it's just fallen from grace. I mean, can you believe that HEX used to be up here at 50 cents? It has lost so much of its value, 99%. So this is why I'm also hesitant sharing it. Do I have a small, I repeat, emphasize, small bag of HEX? Yes. But just because it's an asymmetrical bet, and I cannot help it because I trade crypto. ASTER, this one is really exciting now because we're starting to see the price, let me go to the hourly time frame, knocking on overhead resistance. So we actually have to adjust this on the hourly time frame right here, right here. Cool. So we have a test, pierce, test, pierce. If we see ASTER, I actually don't think it's going to push up from here. I think it might go a little bit lower before it does. But this is good. Seeing it, testing it over and over. We'll probably see it do a little bit lower. Maybe. It just depends on what happens. But if we get a bullish break above this and it moves down, this right here is the place to enter for ASTER on a pullback. Now, I know a lot of you are probably burned by ASTER and you're not really excited about it anymore. Don't forget what happened, okay, so quickly with Pump. Everyone hated on Pump, and that's when we started looking at it, right? And then we entered on Pump on a huge pullback, which was great, and ended up walking away with like over 100%. Like, it's insane. Now let's get into, today's picks. These are your picks. Why did I title it this way? That's super confusing. So let's start with the bearish news first. On the daily time frame, unfortunately, Solana is working on a second TBO Close long. Not good. No bueno. Dame desu yo. It's not good. Because when we get lots of these in a short amount of time, that's a really bad sign, in the same way that seeing the inverse, if they were orange, right, that would be a really good sign, exciting sign. But this is not a good sign, especially because it's just like it needs to get going. Now, we did see something similar back over here with the V-shaped correction, a second TBO Close long, and of course, Solana went up higher. But it's not good. It just really isn't that great. Last week's pullback was pretty nasty as well. RSI has fallen off a lot. Volume is still okay. On balance, volume is still okay. But I'm just like, don't do it. Just tag the fast line and call it good. But it has to pump in order for that to happen. Now, people are asking for Plasma XPL. I think it's important that you look at this chart, not looking at Binance or Mexi or OKX. You want to look at perpetuals like this because this shows you how far Plasma has come. Okay, so it's already shot up a lot. Let me go over here to my fib projections. Okay, so the main thing that's quote unquote good about this, let's go to the 4-hour time frame, is that it's quote unquote finding support around the 1618. If we see a market-wide bounce, that'll be great for Plasma. The main concern I have with it, though, is if we don't see a good show of support here, then it should probably fill this fair value gap all the way down here to about 89 cents. But again, if Bitcoin's going to be pushing up higher, when we see ASTER going up higher, we see a lot of these other new perp DEX coins going up higher, we'll probably see this follow as well. But right now, it's on a very critical level, in my opinion. Athena, this one is still looking quite bearish. It has been holding support, which is a good-ish sign, but it's pretty rough still. We had an RSI reset, but it's not showing the strength that we really want to see right here. Yes, we have a TBO Close short. Yes, we have TBT bullish divergences, but it's still looking quite weak. DOGE, similar story on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, bullish reversal signals, but still quite weak. SUI has 2 close shorts, which is a really good thing to see. It just needs a lot more volume, especially because it's strong bearish. ADA has 2 on the 4-hour. Link has 1, and it's back above the 618, which is really good, even though it's confirmed an open short. Tau, this one is actually looking halfway decent. We had these TBO breakdowns, which are now invalidated because we have a closed short. This is really good, and it's back above support. The fact that it closed below, though, is still not good. This one is really shaky still, in my opinion. Not only is that shaky, or is the chart shaky, it's also strong bearish. H-bar, this one is still looking rough, in my opinion. Yes, we have a closed short. Yes, we have TBT bullish divergence. Yes, the price is kind of bouncing from the similar area that it was before, but volume is clearly falling off a lot for this chart. Polkadot still looks strong bearish on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour, we have a closed short. Aptos, 2 close shorts, yeah, but this chart is literally killing me. I hate this chart. I hate the fact that I ever looked at it, never touched it. Am I still holding it? Yes, I am. Why? Because I am waiting for this move from the TBT bullish divergence, so that way I can yell, I told you so. Desync is one that you guys requested. Really weird chart. Again, I don't know how you guys find these things. Destra network, I've never even heard of it before, but it's okay. The only good thing that's happening right now is that the price put in a slightly higher low based off of the dump back here in June. It found support. It's moving up from there, but volume has fallen off a lot. It's also on MEXC, so do with that as you will, but not looking really good. Strong bearish, strong bearish. ZIG had a good show of volume on a pump 14%. Yesterday, it's back above the cloud. Sorry, on the 4-hour time frame, it literally smacked into 4-hour resistance and respecting it right now. So I wouldn't be surprised about a pullback. Arrow, 3 TBT bullish divergences on the 4-hour and a TBO close short, but it's still in bearish consolidation inside the cloud. Now, some decently bullish charts. AVAX has returned back to the top of the cloud, short term. We have a TBT bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Uni, TBT bullish divergence on the 4-hour. And God bless you, whoever was commenting and asking, do you think Uniswap has a chance to go to $14? I'm literally not kidding when I wrote my comment to say, I want what you're smoking. I mean, it's possible, but why? Like, what conviction do you have? What reason should Uniswap do well? Look at the pattern just alone without anything. Like, it's clearly oscillating. It clearly hit the top of its range. Why would it go just up from here to $1 million? It doesn't make sense. If anything, it should be heading back down to $5. I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. But again, I just don't see why. What's so appealing about it? Now, ultimately, when it goes up higher, could it hit $14? Sure. If it's going to go somewhere, it'll probably top out around 15, 16 bucks. But I don't think that's going to happen necessarily right now today. I don't see why it would. Say, 2 TBT bullish divergences recently. Ondo, TBT bullish divergences. Peak, TBT bullish divergence on the 4-hour. On the daily time frame, it's starting to make a comeback, which is good for a chart that's pretty massively bearish. It has a long way to go if it's going to get anywhere up to its listing high, which is still about 600% from the current price. But it's a good show of volume. It's a good increase. The main problem now is that volume is falling off and we're not exceeding the moving average anymore. Home, this one had a massive fat finger. Absolutely insane. For all of you that are into AB trading, just know that a fat finger like this, we're probably not going to see a fat finger of this degree of 31%. Ouch. Again, we probably not going to happen, but this is not a good show. Just so you know, when we get a massive fat finger like this is just telling the order book, we can go down there again. I don't think we will, but the chart is very much strong bearish below the daily cloud. On the weekly, it's bearish. On the 4-hour, we do have 2 TBT bullish divergences, so that bucks the trend, but we still have very much valid TBO breakdowns on the 4-hour. Look at that explosive breakdown. It's insane. Now, some interesting charts to pay attention to, which is why these are flagged red. Grass just keeps whipping and giving over and over. Huge moves, 20%, 26%. We're waiting for it to pull back again. And then we'll probably see another higher move. It's still consolidating below the 236, which is positive. Nothing's changed on the weekly, but it is interesting in terms of price action and volatility. ACT, this one is, like I've said for a longest time, it's extremely high risk. Is there any reason for it to go up higher? No. ACT as an AI meme coin serves no purpose or has no utility. Keep that in mind. Someone was asking for a render price projection. Just understand, if you're going to be doing stuff like this on these newly marketed, or they have like a coin update, a ticker update, they do this on purpose. So they want you to forget where it was. So if you're looking at render, and not like it's any better, on Coinbase, this is what we're looking at. It looks like it's a new listing. It's not. Render is an older coin. You have to go further back. So the main thing about render is that, it could do well. It could do okay. I don't even know if this is the absolute top, but look where it listed here. Let me go back, at least here on Gemini. December 2021. So it's already seen a pretty good move. January 2023 up here to February 2024, 3,000%. So it's consolidated a lot. Could it move up from here? It could. Actually, I want to change this. There we go. Well, it's holding the 786, which is decent. But the main thing that sticks out to me like a sore thumb is that it's making lower highs each time. There's the high, there's the high, there's the high. So we'll probably see a high around $9 or so if it does that at all. Last 3. These are just some charts that you have to be aware of because they're quite bearish. Avant, I believe. TBT bearish divergence let us know on Thursday. Watch out. And the chart has just dumped 46% since then. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's a new listing. I know there's a lot of hype around it, especially everyone's excited when the price is pumping. Don't be worried though. We see new listings do this because it'll probably dump down here to the listing low and it'll probably send yet again. Linea continues to hold, which is incredible to me, given the fact that it's doing nothing. There's no real interest in volume, in terms of volume, in my opinion, and except for a lot of selling that happened. But it's weird that it's not dumping. So that's actually a good sign, even though it's bearish. Kaspa is still bearish, in my opinion. It really needs to push above overhead resistance. If we just hide these indicators, you can clearly see it had a chance to do it, and it failed. Probably fall down to about 6 cents first before testing again, but there's pretty strong overhead resistance for Kaspa. So again, guys, go over to thebettertraders.com, look at our courses, consider investing in your education so that way you can become a better trader. And for those of you that missed it, you're not sure what's in the Better Traders Club, watch this video next. And until the next time, actually, I'm going to be talking to you tomorrow from Singapore. So I'm going to be at Token 2049. I'll be hanging out with the Coin Bureau crew. I'll also be hanging out with AllTradey as well, which is awesome. So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.